And I guess this sort of coincides with disruptive behavior, but how many of y'all have ever had to restrain a client? How many of you have had to seclude a client, put them in timeout? Okay. So let's talk a little bit about that, because there's not a whole lot you can do and the disruption continues to escalate. You may have to do seclusion or restraint. So seclusion is the involuntary confinement of a recipient, whether alone, it says alone in a room or an area where they're physically prevented from leaving, may only be used for the management of violent or self-destructive behavior. So just because somebody's disruptive and acting like an ass don't mean that you can use seclusion or restraint. So it's for the management of violent or self-destructive behavior only when you would seclude them, which again is like a timeout, putting them in the padded cell to themselves. Obviously we try not to use that unless it's absolutely necessary, because they don't like for us to do that. A lot of lawsuit potential for that. So remember, violent or self-destructive behavior only. To restrain somebody, it's a manual method of physical or mechanical device, material, or equipment that immobilizes or reduces the ability of a recipient to move his or her arms, legs, body, or head freely. So, if you have to do that, there is a general event report, correct? If you have to do either one of those. Now, when y'all done that, those of you that said you had done it in the past, did you complete the general event report?
I hadn't had to do a few.
All right, is the general event report in Therap?
Yes.
Okay, so the person, if Patrick had to restrain somebody tonight, he doesn't have access to this report. It's in Therap, but he's gonna have to get with you and help you fill out the report in Therap.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, that would be considered an
And it's
incident,
a
you're gonna have to let her
It's a
know.
high incident, it's a 24-hour report.
So, now for their purposes, I want them all to be 24-hour reports, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
as far as reporting
Yeah.
it to you anyway. The sooner the better, so just make sure if you have to do something like that, you let Suzanne know that, so that she can fill out that general event report.
I got a question.
Yep.
Like, we was having like we're having a meeting now,